Greetings to another video. Today's going to divide probably a lot of opinion, but it's talking about whether I am still riding my bike outside or not, because there are a lot of people's opinions across social media, and a lot of you have asked me asking whether I think you should still be riding outside. I'm going to start off by saying I'm just sharing what I'm doing, and it's your decision whether or not you ride outside or not. So yeah, so the government guidelines in the UK are currently that you can ride or run once a day outside, and there is no kind of a set restriction. I know some countries, I think France is like a 2k or 1k radius around where you live. There isn't any of that here at the minute. And so for me, I am doing a couple of loops and a couple of different roads that I know really well. And the reason for that is, I know a lot of people saying you shouldn't be riding outside because it's, if you come off or something happens. I 100% get that. So for me, I'm doing roads that I know really well, that I know where every little bit of pothole is. I know, well, pretty much, that I know where all the turns are. I know every little pretty much bump in the road because I've done these routes so many times, like this particular route, which is around 75k. And so I'm just doing that. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit repetitive, and the other reason that I do it is because it's the least amount of built up. I guess that's the route for me, is taking me away like main roads where there's going to be cars and stuff. So I'm kind of going more where there's less people and less traffic, just to get away from that, because I know for a lot of people riding is way more than about just spinning pedals. It's more about, for me, it's it's hard to describe. You'll know when you cycle. It's more like the meditative thing that you get from it, and just being in the countryside and getting that, just your head cleared out. It's just, you can't describe it. And I understand that when, I guess, non-cyclists see, especially these idiots that are in London riding in groups, I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So when I'm going out on my own, on routes that I know. Also, this is another thing that I think is really important to talk about, is me and my friend Darius were talking about this the other day. I think it's British Cycling that have said to ride within your ability, so not to go out and do 300k or something, because there is no strict guidelines on how far or how long you should be out. There are guidelines, but there's nothing set. And what Darius was saying, which I 100% agree with, is people should be riding, yes, to their ability, but also to their mechanical ability as well. And I was like, oh, that makes so much sense. So, because I know people that go out that don't know how to fix a flat tyre, that don't know how to fix a snap chain, that don't carry speed links with them, that don't know what to do if a tyre explodes. And so if you don't know how to do those things, do not go that far from home. You should know these things, and there's so many tutorials and stuff. So for me, I feel if, touch wood, if something mechanical did happen, I could fix it and be able to get myself home, because that is really what we're trying to do, is minimise contact and minimise need for assistance to get back. So yeah, I understand that. I can see how it might look selfish to some people that people are still riding, but equally, you can cause accidents any place, any time. I understand that, but for me, I am still gonna ride until I'm told that I can't, because I have to ride my bike. It's just, I just love it, and it is a much more for fitness, for mental clarity, and just to feel almost to feel it's normal, that this is everyday normal life. And I think if we didn't have that, I think I would find it a lot harder. And so I'm trying to just be careful and be conscious of what I'm doing. So let me know your thoughts. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of difference of opinion in the comments of, what is, and the thing is, this is the thing, everyone's interpretation of it is going to be different. It is just one of those, but that is personally what I'm doing. And yeah, I hope that you're all doing well. And I guess I was chatting actually to another friend, and they were basically talking about how, which I really liked, is not to see this as a big change, just to see it as this is the new norm for a little while. And that really helped me think about it, because I think if you think about how many times can I say think? But if we are thinking, oh my God, it's so different, I'm really like struggling, like, rah, and getting all like a kid, like a toddler screaming about it, like it doesn't change anything. Whereas if you can just try and like change your mindset of this is just the new norm for a while, that makes it a lot easier for me to cope with it. And it's not going to be forever. It's just a little what do you call it? Like a little retreat of calm and quiet, I guess, for me anyway. Obviously not people obviously working in the NHS, because that is, I'm just talking personally for me, because that is insane. I don't know how people are managing to. One of my friends, another friend actually, his wife has done like 14 days straight working, and I'm like, oh, that is tough. So even if you're at home and you're like bored or you're like fed up, think how lucky we are that we are not in that situation of being in those like hospitals that are absolutely just seeing like the worst times. So you've got to remember how lucky we actually are, because like now I'm going to quickly get my kit on and go out and ride my bike for a couple of hours. So I'm very lucky that I'm still able to do that. So yeah, leave your comments in the comment section below, and I will see you very soon. I mean, I'm just sat on you see it, my yoga mat. I've started doing a bit more yoga. So if you want to see any yoga specific videos, let me know. And I'm not the best at it, but I am getting better. Yeah. So I will see you next video.